recently started a project to rewild a portion of my yard. I had no intentions of starting this video with telling a story. The message is so important, I want to share it with you. You see, early on, I was getting a ton of constructive feedback. So much so that it made me nervous, had a lot of self-doubt, actually made me start to sweat quite a bit. And then I got a note on my front porch. It's from a young boy in our neighborhood. It was a simple, powerful message. It simply said, "I like your garden." It's exactly what I needed to hear. I don't think we should ever underestimate the importance of simple encouragement. I did write him a message back and I put it on his porch. I'll share a copy of that letter at the end of this video. That boy is smarter, kinder, wiser than most people. Let's all think about that as we start the journey to rewild my yard.
Coralberry, native plant, pretty. This is a pawpaw. I have two of them. They do generate fruit, but you gotta have a male and female, so we'll see if I manage that by luck. This is spice bush.
I have no idea how I missed learning the details regarding the food web and how it all works. I'm particularly interested in how we manage the land around our homes can have such a huge positive or negative impact on wildlife. I'm not going to be able to do this subject justice, but I'm hoping it strikes a nerve with you and causes you to read Doug Tallamy's book, Nature's Best Hope. It's the inspiration for me to rewild a portion of my yard. I started by using the leaves and pine straw collected from yards by the landscaping crews as a mulch in my flower beds. The crews love I take this material as they normally have to haul it to a place and pay to dump the yard waste. The leaves in my flower beds have choked out all the weeds and I don't have to buy mulch twice a year. The leaves in my flower beds provide nutrients back to the plants and provide food and shelter to bugs, lizards, and other critters which call this home. This is going to be a cool experiment. Okay, I had to hurry to get all this off the truck, the landscaper. So I'm going to start an experiment. I'm going to start taking out my grass and putting in natives and pollinator gardens. So, episode 1.
Did you know the #1 crop in the U.S. by acreage is turf grass? One of the goals of this project was to eliminate turf grass. It has no value to wildlife and it brings negative value to the world. This may seem like a harsh assessment, but stay with me.
More cardboard boxes. The yard. Dropped a couple back there. All right, let me load them up.
We plant turf grass, water it excessively, fertilize it, use herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides to make it look like a carpet. We also mow it, blow it, rake it, aerate it, in some cases cut down trees so it gets enough sunlight to grow. Over 50% of all water used by households is used to water yards. Excess fertilizer used on yards reduces fisheries around the world due to algae blooms. There are many examples of the negative impact of fertilizer use. But one of the most striking is the story of manatees in Florida starving to death because of excess fertilizer and nutrients running off the land into the Gulf of Mexico. This causes algae blooms which block sunlight from reaching seagrass. Seagrass is dying, which manatees eat. People are now working to teach the manatees to eat lettuce. This seems crazy. The solution is easy. We just need to stop fertilizing our yards. This would save money, improve wildlife habitat immediately, and save the manatees. Unfortunately, society is addicted to the look of yards, as we have been told this is what is beautiful. I have worked extremely hard to change my perception of what is beautiful.
It was important to me to kill the grass without using a herbicide. In research, it stated using cardboard, dirt, and mulch to cover the grass would kill it over time.
I decided this was the process I was going to use. At this stage, I was supposed to wait till spring to plant flowers to ensure the grass was dead. Unfortunately, after a month, I felt the social pressure to improve the look of my side yard. As I started to dig holes for plants, it was obvious the grass was not dead. I may have created a grass weeding nightmare for myself in the spring.
This is a lot of work.
As I finished planting, my wife indicated I needed to add some accent rocks and a path to help give the garden depth. If you look around in your area, you should be able to find a location where landscapers dispose of rocks and other yard debris after they re-landscape a yard. I got all the rocks for free from such a location.
I didn't drive my sedan in here because I would be stuck. I've seen multiple trucks get stuck and they've hauled out with end loaders. But that means I got to carry these rocks about a quarter of a mile. I had to come back for a second load. I had a hard time finding more stepping stones.
I hope you consider rewilding even a very small corner of your yard. And if you need inspiration to make this decision, please read Nature's Best Hope. It is one of the most influential books I have ever read. Future videos will include a trip to South Texas for wintering birding, a trip to the Texas Gulf Coast to see shorebirds, the story of Tank the alligator, and a trip to Central Texas looking for endangered golden-cheeked warblers and the threatened black-capped vireo. Thank you so much for your note telling us you like the garden. We have been working hard on making it beautiful. Unfortunately, the cold winter will make some of the plants go to sleep and they won't look pretty until spring. I am hopeful in the spring when the plants and flowers wake up, we will get a lot of butterflies, special bugs, and hummingbirds to visit the garden. There is a path through the garden. If your mom and dad come with you, you are always welcome to take a walk through the garden to see what kind of bugs call the garden home. We have planted some milkweed in the garden to attract monarch butterflies. If they lay their eggs in the plants, I will let you know so you can visit the garden to watch the caterpillars turn into butterflies. Your neighbors, Christy and Jeff. P.S. We will treasure your note forever.